Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand, whispers of fate.
Good morning and happy New Year's Eve to everybody out there. My goodness. It is. Another year has almost gone by. I don't want to take it for granted and live in the future. But we have one more day till we are living in the future. My goodness. Are we prepared to write the wrong date for the next month? Instead of writing 2025. Wow, that is exciting. So, and this is going to be an exciting year. So, man. But I hope everybody is optimistic. I hope everybody, regardless of what's going on in the world, we only have this one life. And at least we're this side of the grass. And we have another year coming up. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's like I'm not letting any of the other stuff weigh me down. Because here in the United States, there's a few things to weigh us down. But I'm feeling positive. So, what are we doing here? We are actually checking in with the universe. This is where the universe holds up a mirror, asks us what do we see, and we use the tarot as the reflection. This is where we flick our light switch that says, oh yeah, I'm going to make sure my feet are flat on the floor, or my butt's comfortable wherever my butt might be, or my shoulders are relaxed, or my neck is relaxed. And I'm going to take that breath. Because trust me, I come in here sometimes going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Just like this morning. But it's good to slow down and plant the feet flat and see what the earth has to say. So, what do we have going on today? And I tell you what, doing this for a full year again has been, it's been a big part of my year. And I appreciate everybody who shows up. Oh man, I'm sorry. So you lost somebody in 2023. I am sorry to hear that. Sometimes it's tough to not appreciate, but sometimes it's tough to see past, the hurts that we sometimes feel. That's valid. So, well, that's funny. So, this is the last reading before starting our new year. So, I am going to make our 3 stacks. Each one's like a different thread going out to the universe. Each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. And in the traditional way, we have the tarot that says past, present, or future. And it's interesting when I ask people to pick which stack they would like, because there are no coincidences. And in the tarot, we see everything as having meaning. But today I'm going to take the top stack because that is traditionally the future. So, I'm going to do our 3-in-1. And I'll flip each one over just like life, just so we see it one at a time and we don't know what the next one's going to be. So, we've got the Tower. And as we all know, if you've watched any of my videos, all these cards, none of these cards are all good or all bad. And I was even thinking about when I pulled this particular deck out. This one doesn't have reversals. Some people read reversals. I read reversals on several of my decks. And reversals just means that there is something blocking or there could be a negative influence on the card. But with the tarot, again, there are no all positive and all negative. So when we start out with the Tower, which originally was called Le Maison Deux, blissful, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Maybe I'll do it like that. Because the Tower was originally called Le Maison Deux. The tarot is from the 1500s, and it's French. It means the house of God. And I explain the Tower often in this way, and people who are regulars here. So with the Tower and the house of God, it's actually called the lightning struck Tower. And that's because of that simple question that I love to ask people, because I love to see the different answers. And I always ask when this card comes up, what's the one thing that hurts worse than a lie? And a lot of people know what the answer is now. But what is the one thing that hurts worse than a lie? And that would be the truth. That's why it's La Maison Deux, the house of God, the lightning struck Tower. So when we see the Tower, Hollywood says it is about death, destruction, losing everything. And in reality, what it is that this is the light of truth. Because the truth can destroy families, bring down kingdoms. But the question comes is that would we rather know the truth so that we can build on a solid foundation, or would we rather live in a tower of falsehoods? And so this is just, Eve eating the apple and getting knowledge. This is just a realization. But now with that realization, we can build from it. And it's scary. It's tough to walk through the twilight, through something new, because even, a house of lies is at least familiar. And we find comfort in the familiar, be it positive or negative. We find comfort in the familiar. But once we see things for the way they really are, then we have to make a choice to walk through the moon card. Because this is twilight, and here we have this path we need to go through. And the way I describe this card often is that when it's twilight, when it's starting to get dark, and we need to, we're about to walk into the woods, we're about to go through this path. If we see something over to the left, we look at it and we're wondering, is that a log or is that a wolf that's going to jump out? Is that something that can harm me? And it's going to frighten us, and we're going to have to make a decision. Am I going to walk past it? Trust my instincts. What does my instinct say? Does my instinct say I'm safe? Does my instinct say that's not what you're afraid of? You're just afraid to move forward. Because if it's daylight, and we saw that log, we would see it for exactly what it is, and we would not hesitate. So this is about trusting our instincts and walking through the unknown, the future. So that we can start over. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Pages could be us, or it could be somebody else, or part of a situation. And what are pages? Pages are nothing more but when we are learning something new. Pages want to become a knight, so they'll learn to become a knight. A knight wants to become king, so he'll go into battle. He'll do what he has to. And so being a page is all about being fresh again, being open to something new. And coins are about home, health, finances, all those things that keep us grounded. That's why coins are the element of earth. Coins and the page are all about starting fresh after we've walked through the moon and taking that seed and planting it, because as that seed grows, so do we. So this is a really good read for the new year coming, because we've already talked about tragedy, losing people. We've talked about, in the past year, we've talked about all these things that have happened in 2024. But still, there's growth that we can find from it. I'm motivated because, this year's been the year also where I've been able to meet some people that are very supportive, and I'm going to become, I've been asked to join the board for a Wiccan church, because reaching out to other people, because it's that kind of a year, and walking through and doing things I haven't done before, and then wanting to plant a seed. So we acknowledge the pain, we walk through our fears, so that we can carry that seed to start something new this year, with the advice card of, remember what the goal is. So here we have the 9 of coins. So 9s are about fulfillment. 9s are when we do the numerology. We have 1 to 10. And if it's like a race, 1 is planting the seed, 2 is choices, 5s are us trying to get over the hill because we're halfway, and that's a struggle. 5s are always a challenge. But in numerology, 10 does not mean we win the race. 9 is where we win the race. 9 is where, that's the goal that we set. That's the finish line. 10 is what we do with our winnings. So today the advice is, what is our finish line? What is our goal? What is the seed that we want to plant? If we can walk through our fears, our challenges, the things that we've done, that have popped up this year, what positive seeds are left to grow? And then, what is the outcome that we would like to achieve? Do we stay with fear and say, oh, my outcome is I hope one day I can walk through my fears. One day I can hopefully accept what has happened. One day I hope, or do we find acceptance tough? And I know that's tough. But there's, accept the things we can't change, courage to change the things we can. Accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can. It's how that old saying goes, right? And if we can do that, we are planting the new seeds. With this goal in mind, where do we want to be? So blissful, do you see what I'm saying about it's not all negative? Even though when we see, there's some people that are more terrified of the moon card than the tower. There's some people that are more terrified of being happy because we're comfortable with the moon or the tower. Some people see this and it's like, but where's the chaos? I'm not comfortable. Everybody's got their own fears. And this is comfort for a lot of people because from the childhood I had, that's just a Saturday night. So with that, it's all about starting the year, walking through the moon card, getting to the other side, taking what we've learned and planting that seed, but with a goal in mind. With that, thanks again for everything this year. It's been amazing. Maureen, Blissful, everybody else, I hope you have an amazing rest of your year, and I will see you next year. You are so welcome. Take care, everybody. And so I'm not even going to try and wake up tomorrow, but I'll be back after that. So thanks again. Take care.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand, whispers of fate, echoes of stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand, whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures